Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. This quote encapsulates Jung's belief that much of our behavior, thoughts, and emotions are driven by unconscious forces. By bringing these hidden aspects into awareness, we gain greater control over our lives and move towards self-realization. To truly appreciate Jung's contributions, it's important to understand where he came from. Initially influenced by Freud, Jung helped establish the field of psychoanalysis. But as he delved deeper into his studies, Jung found that Freud's emphasis on sexuality as the driving force behind human behavior was too limited. Jung was fascinated by myths, religion, and the arts, which led him to expand his theories beyond the personal to the collective. He introduced the idea that beneath our personal experiences lies a deeper layer of the human psyche, what he called the collective unconscious. This concept suggests that all humans share a set of memories and experiences inherited from our ancestors, encoded as symbols and archetypes. This idea set him apart from Freud and paved the way for a more holistic understanding of the mind, one that embraces spirituality, creativity, and cultural influences. Jung's break from Freud wasn't just about academic differences. It was a personal journey of discovery. He believed that the psyche was far more complex than Freud had envisioned, a view that would influence not only psychology but also art, literature, and even the study of religion. This departure marks one of the pivotal moments in the history of psychology, highlighting a move toward a more integrative and symbolic understanding of human nature. One of Jung's most groundbreaking ideas is the collective unconscious. Unlike the personal unconscious, which is unique to each individual, the collective unconscious is a reservoir of experiences and images shared by all humans. Jung proposed that this part of our mind is not acquired through personal experience but inherited, representing the universal truths and archetypal images that have been passed down through generations. Imagine it as a vast, hidden library in the depths of our psyche, stocked with symbols, myths, and legends from every culture and epoch. These symbols are not static. They evolve with human experience but retain a core essence that speaks to universal themes like birth, death, transformation, and rebirth. Jung argued that the collective unconscious is why similar myths and symbols appear in disparate cultures. For example, the motif of the hero's journey or the presence of wise old figures can be seen in ancient myths, fairy tales, and even modern stories. These recurring themes are evidence of a shared human heritage, a collective psychic inheritance that guides our inner lives and behaviors. The collective unconscious provides a framework for understanding how humans interpret their experiences. It offers insights into dreams, art, and religious symbolism. Jung believed that by exploring these archetypal images, individuals could gain a deeper understanding of themselves and their place in the world. This journey of self-discovery is central to Jungian psychology and lays the foundation for another key concept: individuation. Archetypes are the building blocks of the collective unconscious. These are universal, symbolic images and themes that recur in myths, stories, and dreams across different cultures. According to Jung, archetypes are innate, pre-existing forms that shape our perceptions and behaviors. They can manifest in various forms and influence our dreams, fantasies, and even our actions. Some of the most well-known archetypes include the self, representing the integrated whole of the personality. The self is often symbolized by images like the mandala, a circular symbol representing unity and harmony. The shadow. This archetype embodies the repressed, hidden parts of our personality, the aspects we might not want to face or acknowledge. It contains the darker side of human nature, but also holds the potential for growth if integrated properly. The anima/animus. These represent the feminine side within men, anima, and the masculine side within women, animus. They are key to understanding our inner balance and emotional life. The persona. This is the mask or social face we present to the world. While it helps us navigate society, it can also obscure our true self if we become overly identified with it. Let's delve a bit deeper into the shadow. Jung believed that everyone harbors aspects of themselves that are hidden from conscious awareness, traits that are socially unacceptable or contradictory to our self-image. These can include fears, desires, and impulses we'd rather not acknowledge. However, Jung stressed that recognizing and integrating the shadow is crucial for personal growth. Ignoring these aspects can lead to projection, where we attribute our unwanted traits to others, often resulting in conflict and misunderstanding. Similarly, the anima and animus serve as guides to our inner world. They help us bridge the gap between the conscious and the unconscious by revealing qualities we might otherwise deny. For instance, a man who learns to embrace his anima may become more emotionally expressive and empathetic, while a woman in touch with her animus may develop a stronger sense of assertiveness and independence. These archetypes are not rigid labels but dynamic forces that interact within our psyche. They remind us that our inner world is a complex tapestry, where opposites coexist and contribute to our wholeness. By exploring these symbols, we can unlock hidden aspects of our personality and embark on the journey toward individuation, the process of becoming our true selves. Individuation is perhaps the cornerstone of Jung's philosophy. It is the process through which a person becomes a unique, whole individual by integrating the conscious with the unconscious. This journey is not about conforming to societal norms but about uncovering and embracing the entirety of who we are, both the light and the dark aspects of our personality. Jung believed that the goal of life is to achieve balance and harmony within oneself. Individuation involves acknowledging our inner conflicts, reconciling opposites like the persona and the shadow, and ultimately realizing our true nature. This process can be challenging because it requires us to confront aspects of ourselves that we might find uncomfortable or frightening. The path to individuation often begins with self-reflection and dream analysis. Jung placed great importance on dreams as windows into the unconscious. Through dreams, we receive symbolic messages that can guide us on our journey towards self-discovery. By paying attention to recurring themes and symbols, we can begin to understand the inner workings of our psyche. Another critical element of individuation is the confrontation with the shadow. As we discussed earlier, the shadow consists of the parts of ourselves that we deny or repress. Jung argued that true growth can only occur when we accept these hidden parts. Rather than casting them aside, we must bring them into the light of consciousness and integrate them into our personality. This integration leads to a more balanced and authentic self. The process of individuation is ongoing and deeply personal. It is not a linear journey, but rather a cyclical process of growth, reflection, and renewal. It encourages us to continuously question, explore, and redefine our identity. Ultimately, individuation is about becoming the fullest version of ourselves, embracing both our strengths and vulnerabilities. Beyond the inner workings of the psyche, Jung also introduced the concept of synchronicity, a principle that suggests there are meaningful coincidences in our lives that cannot be explained by cause and effect alone. Synchronicity challenges the conventional understanding of time and space, proposing instead that events may be connected by meaning rather than by direct causality. Imagine experiencing an unexpected encounter or a series of coincidences that seem too perfectly timed to be random. Jung believed that such events are not mere chance but rather manifestations of the underlying order of the universe, a deep, symbolic connection that unites all things. Synchronicity invites us to consider that the external world might be a mirror of our inner psychological state. When we notice these meaningful coincidences, they can serve as signposts, guiding us on our path to self-realization and deeper understanding. This concept has profound implications for how we perceive our lives. It suggests that we are not isolated beings navigating a random universe. Instead, we are interconnected with the world around us in mysterious and profound ways. Whether through serendipitous encounters or synchronistic events, Jung's ideas encourage us to remain open to the possibility that there is a greater order at play, a hidden thread weaving together our individual experiences into a cohesive whole. As we near the end of our exploration into Carl Jung's theories, it's important to reflect on what we've learned. Jung's ideas challenge us to look beyond the surface of everyday life and to consider the deeper, often hidden, dimensions of our existence. His concepts of the collective unconscious, archetypes, individuation, and synchronicity not only expand our understanding of the human psyche, but also offer practical tools for personal growth. By engaging with these theories, we are invited to embark on our own journey of self-discovery. Whether it's through dream analysis, creative expression, or simply being more mindful of the symbolic language of life, Jung's work encourages us to question, explore, and ultimately embrace the full spectrum of our humanity. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the intricate landscape of Carl Jung's theories. I hope this in-depth exploration has sparked new ideas and inspired you to look inward, challenge your assumptions, and perhaps even see your own experiences in a new light. Remember, the journey to understanding oneself is a lifelong process, a continuous dialogue between the conscious and the unconscious. If you enjoyed this discussion and found value in exploring these deep concepts, please consider liking, subscribing, and sharing this video. And if you have any thoughts or questions, I'd love to hear them in the comments below. Until next time, keep exploring the depths of your inner world and remain open to the mysteries that lie beneath the surface of everyday life.